The film begins with a young girl named Wen collecting grasshoppers in a jar near the cabin where she is staying with her fathers, Eric and Andrew. She encounters a friendly man named Leonard, who joins her in catching grasshoppers. However, Leonard reveals that he is there to do something he will regret. Soon, three more individuals, Sabrina, Adriane, and Redmond, armed with weapons, emerge from the woods, causing Wen to run back to the cabin. Wen informs Eric and Andrew about the strangers outside, and Leonard knocks on the door, insisting on speaking with them directly. The family becomes increasingly anxious and starts securing the doors and windows. The group then starts breaking into the house through the windows. Eric gets into a fight with Sabrina, falls, and loses consciousness, while Andrew confronts and defeats Redmond. Eventually, the family is overpowered, but Sabrina tends to Eric's injury. Through a flashback, we learn that Eric and Andrew faced discomfort from Andrew's parents regarding their son's sexuality, unlike Eric's mother. While Andrew is disappointed since they left after 45 minutes, Eric assures him that they will always be together. Eric and Andrew are tied up, and the group tries to comfort Wen by playing cartoons. Eric, suffering from a concussion, experiences sensitivity to light and blurred vision, which Sabrina attempts to alleviate. Once things calm down, the group introduces themselves and explains that they have been experiencing apocalyptic visions. They inform the family that they have been chosen to deliver a sacrifice to ensure humanity's survival. Failure to comply will result in catastrophic events coming true. They are also forbidden from committing suicide to spare their loved ones. However, Eric and Andrew vehemently refuse to sacrifice anyone. The group claims that humanity is being judged. During a reflective moment, Eric notices something in the mirror's reflection, and Redmond puts on a white mask before being decapitated by Leonard with the help of Sabrina and Adriane. Another flashback reveals Eric and Andrew adopting Wen, who had a cleft palate but underwent surgery to correct it. In the present, Leonard turns on the TV to update the family on recent events. There are reports of devastating earthquakes and tsunamis worldwide, causing numerous casualties. Andrew suspects that they are being targeted due to their homosexuality, recognizing Redmond as the man who once assaulted him in a bar. However, the group denies targeting them for that reason. Wen attempts to escape through the basement but is recaptured by Leonard and brought back to the house. The following morning, Adriane cooks breakfast for Wen. When it's time for the family to choose again, Adriane makes a plea, revealing that she has a son named Charlie, whose death she repeatedly sees in her visions. She begs Eric and Andrew to consider this, but they still refuse. Leonard and Sabrina beat and decapitated Adriane. As they watch the news, which reports a deadly virus affecting children, Andrew realizes the report is pre-recorded, casting doubt on the group's honesty. Andrew informs Eric that his hands are loosening from the binds, giving them a chance to break free. Wen secretly passes a knife to Eric, and he signals her to take action when instructed. Leonard and Sabrina attempt to persuade Eric and Andrew once more, but Wen throws a tantrum, distracting them. Eric cuts himself free, allowing Andrew to escape to the car and retrieve his gun. Sabrina injures Andrew's leg, but he fights back, eventually shooting her and forcing her to drop her weapon. Another flashback depicts a previous bar attack where Redmond, known as Rory O'Bannon, resembled his assailant. This incident led Andrew to train in self-defense and purchase a gun. After returning to the cabin, Andrew confronts Leonard, but Sabrina's sudden arrival startles him, leading to him accidentally shooting her. Leonard then beheads Sabrina. Andrew takes Redmond's wallet, confirming his identity as Rory O'Bannon, and commands Leonard at gunpoint to go to the bathroom. The plan is to use the group's vehicle, as their car's tires have been slashed, to return home. After a few minutes, Leonard breaks the bathroom window, making Eric and Andrew believe he is escaping. Andrew opens the bathroom door and shoots into the shower, but Leonard manages to attack him despite being shot in the arm. After a brief struggle, Leonard disarms Andrew and makes them turn the TV back on. Multiple airlines worldwide experience failures, resulting in numerous planes crashing from the sky. Leonard speaks the same lines as the anchorwoman, and Leonard reveals that everything was rehearsed. Leonard takes Eric and Andrew outside, offering them a final chance to prevent further disasters. Eric instructs Wen to hide in a treehouse until someone finds her. As it becomes clear that Eric and Andrew still refuse to choose, Leonard tells them they have only a few minutes left before it's too late and slits his own throat. A powerful storm begins forming, with lightning striking the ground, trees falling, and more planes plummeting from the sky. The men return inside the house, where Eric shares his experience of seeing a figure in the sun's reflection. He begins to believe that the group's visions are true. He explains that each member represents a different aspect of humanity. Redmond embodies malice, Adriane symbolizes nourishment, Sabrina represents health, and Leonard signifies guidance. They are the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and their deaths are necessary. Eric, prepared to make the sacrifice, engages in a heated argument with Andrew, who believes humanity is unworthy of salvation due to their hatred and rejection of people like themselves. Eric then describes a vision he had of a world that continues to thrive, where Andrew grows old, remains close to Wen, and she finds fulfillment and love. With this revelation, Eric finds peace and takes Andrew's hand, allowing him to shoot himself. After grieving for his husband, Andrew retrieves Wen from the treehouse. The two walk until they find the truck. They find evidence in the group's vehicle confirming their identities. Leonard really was a beloved coach, Sabrina was a nurse, and he also finds a picture of Adriane with Charlie. Eventually, Andrew and Wen arrive at a diner where people are gathered to witness the news of the disasters subsiding. Planes have landed safely, and the death toll from the virus has decreased. Andrew and Wen depart together, embarking on a journey toward an uncertain future. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more cinematic adventures.